And
we're back. Happy week after Memorial Day, everybody. We are recording this episode of the Cavalry on Memorial Day.
Yes,
Shout out to our troops.
Let's all remember the real meaning of Memorial Day. Memory. So I hope you made a big memory on Memorial Day, which was a week ago. But it's right now for Johnny and I. Johnny wearing the sun's out, guns out. Just
sun's out, guns out. I had to do some yard work.
Looking like He-Man in the white. You don't call him a wife beater anymore. What's the politically correct term for the shirt you're wearing?
Tank top. Well, this is a tank top because a wife beater is like an undershirt, right?
Oh yeah, they're just a tank top. Yeah. Bright red shoulders, bright.
I know.
Pasty white skin underneath.
I know. I'm worried.
Bright red shoulders.
It's normally I can't feel my sunburn till later, but this one's like, oh, I feel it day of. Not good.
Has this been like the first? Have you guys been having nice weather? Or is this the first nice weekend?
Oh, yeah, we have, but I haven't been spending it entirely outside. This is the first day where I've been outside all day. I played baseball, mowed the lawn, played frisbee, basketball.
Are you grilling? Is it just pure American?
Yeah, we're gonna grill as soon as I'm done here. We're gonna grill some sausage.
I'm so jealous.
Well, you're on a boat. You can go up to the buffet and get some sausage, huh?
Yeah. It's some real. No, I know. I'm living the life. You know what I mean?
You're living the life, living the dream.
Living the dream, man.
How've the shows been going?
The shows have been great. The shows have been fine. No problems with the shows. It is funny, though, because it is all these comics. Now, I feel like there's more cruise ships than ever, and just my Instagram's feed is just filled with just scenery pictures of Alaska, and you're like, oh yeah, it's that time of year. All these comedians are voyaging up to Alaska for the summer.
Yeah.
And I was at this bar, so we were in Juneau, and I was watching basketball, and I swear to God, there's this guy, and he was a Timberwolves fan, and we had common cause because it was the Thunder, and I hate the Thunder. The Thunder were playing the Timberwolves, and I hate the Thunder because that was our franchise in Seattle, the Seattle Supersonics, and then they were stolen and taken to Oklahoma City, and so I always root against them. It's like a point of pride for me that they haven't won a championship since they've left, even though they've had all these great players. I take it as a personal, something I've done by hating them.
Sure.
And but they are by far this year the best team in the league, and clearly the favorites to win it. It would be a pretty big upset at this point if they didn't.
Okay.
So I'm really hanging on by a thread,
Yeah.
And so I'm rooting in this bar, and I start talking to this guy. He's a Timberwolves fan. We're talking for an hour. And we're, I'm like, oh, whatever. He's just some tourist from Minnesota. So we're talking.
Yeah.
Comedy never comes up intentionally for me, because I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And then this guy comes in.
Is this on the ship or on?
No, this is off the ship. This is in Juneau.
Oh, okay.
In a bar, in a sports bar. And then the other comedian I'm working with comes in, and he sees me, which he's surprised by because we didn't text or anything to meet up there.
Yeah.
And then
who's the comedian you're working with?
His name is, I keep screwing up his name, James Johan. Do you know James Johan?
Oh, okay.
Out of Kansas City.
I worked with him, I think, on a cruise ship. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, nice guy, but he sees me and he sees this other dude. He goes, "Hey," and he starts talking to the other dude. I was like, "Oh," he goes, "Hey, Mike." And I'm like, "Oh, you know him? I was just talking to him." And he goes, "Oh, no, thank you." The housekeeping's there. "I'm good, man. Thank you." Yeah. Rough life over here. Trying to tell a story.
Rough life.
God damn.
Trying to tell a story to my listeners.
Don't you know I'm doing a podcast here? Come on. What do you think this is? So anyway, he's like, "Oh, you know Mike? And I was like, who's Mike? And he's like, that's the guy you're talking. Mike, he's a comedian. And we were both comedians. Mike was working on the Carnival cruise ship.
Oh,
And we
that's
were just
hilarious.
talking for an hour, and neither of us wanted to bring up the fact that we were in comedy.
Oh, that's so
We were
great.
both avoiding it like the plague. And then and it took James to point it out. So yeah,
That's so funny.
Alaska's infested with comedians right now. It's a regular open mic coffee shop. It's like a festival up here.
Oh my gosh. So what have you guys just, so you guys talked for like an hour?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What if James never showed up and then you guys ended up like working together, like just down the road? How weird would that be?
It's worse than that. I guarantee you we've worked together before. Like the name, like we were.
He hasn't always been bald.
Oh, was that it? Because we were Facebook friends already once I checked. And I know, I mean, I've been through House of Comedy before. So I was like, maybe that's it, because I know he works the club. And then I was like,
and he ran some stuff.
Oh, he said he booked or something. Yeah, I don't know. But then also like, the name's too familiar. So it's like, I know I've like been at some dumb festival or something with him. And I always tell people, like, you know how some people like, I'm bad with names, but I never forget a face. Yeah. I'm bad with names and faces. I'm not good. I will always forget a name, and I will always forget a face. But if I don't like you, then I'll remember that forever.
Yeah. So that's a good sign if you don't get remembered.
It's a good sign if I forget you immediately. It means that that I don't hate you. But if I hate you, oh yeah, I hang on to that.
Yeah.
So
hey, I got a question for you.
Please.
Let's say you buy a bag or a box, you know, a pre-made salad, like a pack of salad in a plastic box.
Gotcha.
And you find a little tiny slug on one of the leaves.
Oh, not good.
What do you never eat salad again the rest of your life, or how far do you take it?
Well, I thought you were going to say, do you just throw away that one leaf and then eat the rest of the salad? I mean, you don't exactly need a big push to never eat a salad again. You're like looking. In fact, I'm suspicious of you like planting slugs in the grocery store in boxes of salads and then buying them and going, see, this is why you eat hot dogs. This is why you just eat hot dogs. Never been a slug on a hot dog.
When's the last time you found a slug on a wiener?
You had to go. I bet it's funny you bring that up, because I've been doing this bit lately. I'll just do the bit. So I go, you know, when you buy a box of spinach, it'll say like triple washed on the box. You know?
Oh yeah. I think you talked about this last week.
Oh, I did. Last week I talked about this? No. Impossible.
It was either last week or 2 weeks ago, but that's more suspicious than just being washed.
Okay, but here's the bit I came up with. So did I do this part already?
No, you didn't do the bit.
So it's like, so I say the crowd doesn't laugh. Okay, so there's no laughs. I kind of thought like the premise is funny enough. I would say, I think that with most bits, I'm like, surely the premise is enough. They need a whole punchline? What the fuck do you think this is? You got a nice premise. Let's move on.
Yeah, what do you think, Bill Burgee?
I go, so yeah, it'll say triple wash, and I was like, I feel like that has the opposite of the intended effect, and nobody laughs. They're just kind of like thinking about it. And I go, imagine if you checked into a hotel and they said, hey man, don't even worry, we washed those sheets like 3 times. We got our best crew up there. You're never gonna know. And then that's been a good
then you get a laugh.
Then I get a laugh. So it took a little bit of extra work, but I get the laugh I was going for.
I like it.
But
I like it.
You're saying you bought one of these pre-put together salads, like an Asian.
Well, this isn't like an individual serving. Aaron had like I don't know what the company is, but it's like organic baby spinach or organic, whatever leaves.
Yeah.
And I think she pointed it out. She's like, "Oh, look at that!" And it was a little tiny slug. And she's like, "Ah, it's not that. It's whatever.
Just
It
wash it.
happens." Yeah, or throw. Yeah, she just threw that piece away, and I was like, Can I? What's the brand on that? No, I'm out."
Well, that's a good question because like the thing that gets everybody with spinach is E. coli, but is that from the slugs or is that just from like people who took a
No, I
shit
think
putting the
I
spinach
think
in the
someone shit
box?
on it. I think it's like diarrhea
So yeah, the
crumbs or
slug
something.
really isn't the issue. I think you could probably just eat the slug.
You probably could, but that's fucking gross.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Ugh. I
So
didn't
it
need
grossed
that. I
you
didn't
out,
need to
huh?
see that.
Are you
Huh?
the
So
type
now
of
I'm paranoid. Every bite, I'm gonna be like,
no, this
you
is
know.
all I don't buy it. Sorry. This is all just
You don't buy what? You don't think there was a slug?
no, I believe that there was a slug, but I also think if there was a slug on like a junior bacon cheeseburger you ordered, you would just like quickly
Well, yeah, but
flick
that's
off the
of
slug
course
and
I would.
eat
Yeah,
the
I would
cheeseburger.
flick it off. But they don't live on that. Like they go in lettuce.
Oh,
They
you don't
like
think a
lettuce.
slug would like a bacon cheeseburger if it had the ability
It
to?
doesn't. That's the thing. It doesn't have access to the Bacon King.
Okay. I'm just pointing out that you know, it's very convenient for you to have this now fear of salad
Right.
when you
I'm
already
not
had a
gonna swear off
fear.
salads. I know my body needs it, but man,
Yeah.
it's
You
it's
should just start
inconvenient.
buying it in the like not in the box. I mean, that's what the real health move is to buy it like in the where it
Like
rains.
a head.
Yeah, in the grocery store part where I never go to that part, but where it's like actual produce taped together and or
Yeah.
rubber banded. When you're getting rubber
Yeah.
bands on your produce, that's when you're eating healthy.
Yeah, like that broccoli with a big thick blue rubber
Yeah,
band on it.
that's when you know you're doing good. But then you got to cut it. See, I like it in a big
Yeah.
plastic bag, and I just go pop and spread it out all over the baking sheet. And then
Yeah. I don't, you know what? I don't even do that. I get the ones at Costco. You just pop it in the microwave in a bag.
oh, see, I don't like it, but that's such a bad way to eat vegetables. Steamed,
Is it why?
it
Because
doesn't
it
taste
kills it?
good. You got to
Oh,
roast. You got to
we're not
roast
doing this
vegetables.
for the taste. We're just getting the job done.
No, you can. Broccoli can taste. This is gonna make me sound like such a fucking douche. But
No,
broccoli
I've
tastes
had broccoli that's
good
good.
if you roast it with like oil, olive oil, and salt and pepper or whatever, little balsamic vinegar, anything. If you roast it,
No, I totally agree. I
it's
agree.
good. It just doesn't taste
That's
good
a
in the
little bit too
microwave.
much work, though.
Yeah. See, growing up, all the vegetables we ever had was steamed. My mom, same thing. She either microwave peas or like boil,
Yeah, that's the
and
same
then
thing with me.
it was just mushy shit,
Yeah, it's like
like
Brussels
vegetables.
sprouts.
It's like
My
Brussels.
mom would
Like
like,
where's
I don't
the
know if she
salt?
boiled
Like
them.
where's the yeah? And that's why kids hate
Mhm.
vegetables. And then now my daughter doesn't eat the broccoli I make. I'm like, you're out of your mind. Do you know what I ate compared to what this
Yeah,
is? I would have killed for this.
yeah, I agree. Aaron will do that broiling Brussels sprouts with like,
Yeah,
you know,
great.
oil and salt, and it's so good.
Yeah, compared to what Brussels sprouts used to be. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. We just got back last night from Omaha. We went to Omaha for my nephew's high school graduation party. And my kids have some cousins that are the same age that live in Omaha. So we went to kind of let them hang out, and we just went back and it was just me and Edie and Duncan. Aaron and Phoebe stayed behind because Ruthie, the dog, had just gotten spayed. So couldn't board her and just to save money. And it was just kind of a quick trip. I may have I may have opened some doors that cannot be closed because my kids had never had Burger King and they really liked it.
Burger King, really? More than
We
Culver's?
had Culver's on the way there, but then we had Burger King on the way back.
And Burger King is like some magical thing?
Have you not had Burger King? Yes. Have you never had it? Oh my God. It's amazing.
Can I
I'll
say
take Burger King over
I'm blown
McDonald's.
away right now. Can I say something? Burger
Yeah.
King to me is objectively the worst fast food burger chain of by far.
Wow.
What do you
Wow.
want? I mean, what does
Wha-
who does
What?
Burger King beat? Okay, let's just do them head
What?
to head. Let's do them head to head right now. McDonald's, Burger
Okay.
King, who wins?
I'm going to go with Burger King. But you have to also, it's basically, when
fucking
I say
McDonald's.
that, it basically comes down to what's better, the Bacon King or a double quarter pounder with cheese? Because that's
No, you got it.
all I get from either one.
No.
But I also, the fries,
You
I'm
got to
just
incorporate.
over McDonald's fries. I'm over them. They're fine. They're good. But Burger King's is different.
No, you got to incorporate all of the different factors. So like the desserts at McDonald's are better, the fries are better, the soda is better. And yeah, the
The
burgers are
sodas,
shit at both places, but it doesn't matter.
the sodas are better.
The Diet Coke at McDonald's is incredible.
Wow,
That's the
that you're a
mix of all
Diet
mixed.
Coke guy. Do you know what Burger King had? Or the one I was at? They had the machine with all the different syrups. So
Oh,
you
I
can make
hate
your
the
cherry
machine.
vanilla. Oh, I love it.
Thumbs down. The
It
machine's
was
always
out of
busted.
cherry and vanilla. I
It's
will
always
say
out of
that.
it's always out of like the actual cola. The last time I did a machine, it was at the movies. The movie theaters think they're the best. All these movie theaters, like, oh, we got a soda machine. It's so fucking cool. You can put
Wow.
lime in your coconut or whatever. And
Wait a minute. Time out. You just tweeted about exactly, or no. I think it was Steven Rogers just tweeted that whenever anyone's having an argument, they always make the other side have a dumb
yeah,
voice.
yeah, that's right. It's called debate class.
Oh, okay.
See, you see, my opponent believes that taxes should go down for the low. But now
Whoa,
I, on
his
the other
opponent sounds dumb. I'm voting for him.
no. But what I was saying is, you're right. Those stupid soda machines are always out of everything, and they always have some awful mix. So you either have this thing that's just like no carbonation to it, and you're like, this just tastes like syrup water, or you have something that just tastes like club soda, like it has none of the mix in it. So it's I was so pissed last time I went to the movies because like having like a crisp Diet Coke is like such a like
Yeah.
magnet for me to go to the movies and McDonald's, to be honest.
Okay. Aside from the soda, that's okay. But that you can't credit the place for that. What would you say? So if you think Burger King's at the bottom,
Yeah.
what's like your favorites? And there's no like fancy like of all the
No, no,
mainstream,
no. Yeah, no, I know what you
KFC,
mean.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, I love these. I love these fast food polls, and then they throw in Five Guys. Like, oh, okay, we're doing fine dining. All right, if I can get my order up to $40 for one person, like I don't think it counts as fast food.
You know what? I'm on your side, but I don't know if anyone else has ever referred to Five Guys as fine dining.
But it's just totally not fair. Like it's totally not fair to go, oh, what's better, Five Guys or Burger King? It's like, yeah, I mean, one burger is like $18 and the other one's like $1.50. Like,
Uh,
I'd hope Five Guys is better.
Babe, dress nice. I'm not telling you where we're going. Just dress
Uh,
nice.
Let me just, I'm not telling you where we're going, but a little hint: dress nice and all the peanuts you can eat. Okay, so. Um,
Ah.
But
So
yeah,
what would you
so
say?
no, I'm not dumb. I'm not going to include. So for burger fast food,
Yes.
Wendy's is my favorite.
I can't argue that. That's a good one.
Then I would put. mm, I don't want to miss anything. I like Culver's is too regional. See, I don't have Culver's around me, so I
Yeah.
can't count that. And so there's a Burgerville in like Oregon, but like again, I'm not going to do the regional ones. But all those regional ones are better. So where like in LA, it's In and Out. Where you live
Yeah.
is Culver's. For me, it's Burgerville. In Seattle, there's this place called Dick. So all of those are also better than Burger King. And then I put Dairy Queen over Burger King.
The food, the hot eats.
Yeah, the hot eats.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, I mean, why not? And also, it's not just about the hot eats. It's the cool treats do factor into the whole thing. Like they have both. Like I probably wouldn't go to Dairy Queen if they're like, "Hey, it's just hot eats now. We decided to axe the cool treats." Like, are you sure, guys? Yeah, we've cut our best performing.
I like Wendy's. The reason I don't do Wendy's like anytime I'm going, it's a once in a while treat because man, first of all, you know that when I go somewhere, I get the same thing at each place. Like whatever, I have the one thing, and it's always a Dave's triple. And
Oh my
man,
god!
that is, you can't have a Dave's triple that many times. I mean, you got to open your mouth bigger than you do for other places when you're having a Dave's triple.
I
And even I
what
can't.
I love about that is like it's not like anyone's asking you. You're like, I can't change my order. I get the same thing every time I go. Like you could just get the double. It would be the same exact flavor profile. It wouldn't change anything except it just make you feel a little less shitty afterward. You're like, I can't change it. It's what I'm used to. Just like your cardiologist, like, if you just went down to doubles at Wendy's.
No. Let's say like you're robbing a bank, right?
Yeah.
And there's all this money there's like 5 bags of money on the table. You're going to take all 5. Like, why would you leave,
I see
you're
what
not
you're
going to be like,
saying.
well, I'll just take 4. I don't want to be,
You're
you
already
know.
at Wendy's. See, that's how sick I am. I go and I think I can order healthy at Wendy's. Swear to God. I'm like, oh, I'll get the chili. That's got beans in it. Beans are good for you.
All you have to do to feel
Fiber.
good about your order is compare it to my order. Like, I'm
Yeah.
eating pretty
No,
good because
hey,
Johnny gets a Dave's triple.
this podcast has done wonders for my how healthy I think I am. Or just like because I used to be alone. I used to like Heidi, the amount I eat and how fast I eat. It used to be such an oddity, like everyone else
Yeah.
around me. But it's great talking to you. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like being in the freak show and you're not the biggest freak. I finally found my circus to travel around in so that I don't stick out.
I
Uh,
feel like I'm many people's circuses.
So I would go Wendy's, McDonald's, Dairy Queen, all ahead of Burger King, and then I don't even know who else is left. What's the other competitor? That's a national burger chain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Carl's Jr. I think is better than Burger King.
Is that Hardee's?
Hardee's, yeah, Hardee's.
Yeah.
Probably better than
Nah,
Burger
I don't. I
King.
don't like that. Aren't they like known for like burning their burgers or something? Like we have burnt burgers.
I guess I don't. They all taste like shit.
I don't know.
All right, but anyway, but Burger King, the kids are a fan.
Well, they really liked it, and I introduced them to that.
Good job, Dad.
So we'll see. We'll see if that bites me in the ass.
Yeah, we'll forget.
Yeah.
Ginger loves Domino's. She's
Pizza?
like, she can tell. I would have thought she's only 4, so I was like, she like doesn't like frozen pizza. but she like loves Domino's. I'm like, wow, that you can tell that early the difference. You know what I mean?
Wow. Domino's is good.
I always, yeah, Domino's is fine, but I always liked frozen pizza still. I mean, I knew that there was like a difference as a kid. There, it was like
Yeah.
way better to get Domino's or God. We used to get Godfathers, but Godfathers, whatever, than uh, frozen pizza. But I would still eat the frozen pizza. She like,
God.
yeah, Godfathers is great. Oh my god.
You know that one of my good friends growing up, her dad was vice president of Godfathers. I worked at Godfathers, a lot of different Godfathers, like in high school.
You did really? Oh my god,
Yeah.
you were living the dream. I used because they had the buffet. They used to have the lunch buffet, and so we would
Yep.
go demolish once a week. Every Sunday, we would go just demolish the Godfathers by our house. And then that one went out of business, unsurprisingly. They
Yeah.
also, hopefully, your friend's dad was able to get out.
He's well retired.
Okay, got out while the going was good because not a lot of Godfathers left. They started closing them everywhere, and then we were like following the Grateful Dead. You know what I mean? We were just driving way out, like 45 minutes away, hour 15, just making day trips to Godfather's buffets, getting there at 11 and hanging out till 2. And oh my god, it was the best.
We used to go to Godfather's for lunch during high school. We'd go on our lunch break. You could go off campus. We go to, and I had the same. We would all like save a crusty paper cup so that we wouldn't have to buy a new soda. We just kept the same gross cup and just used that for fountain drinks.
The JoJo's.
Yeah.
You load up on some JoJo's. Taco pizza.
I don't know what that is. What's JoJo's?
They were the little sliced potato wedges. Because they didn't have just at the buffet. They didn't have just the pizza. They have the pizzas, and then they have the salad bar.
That's right.
And then they have like wings and Godfathers. It's bringing me back. I wonder if there's any around.
Good stuff. I think there are. Right.
I wonder if it's one of those things now, though. If I went, I would like not enjoy it as much.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
You guys have any roasted broccoli? Shoot myself. All right, man. You know what we should do? We should get into it because it's Memorial Day, and
let's get into it.
You got burgers to make that your kids are going to say aren't as good as Burger King, or sausages. You're going to make sausages.
Sausage. Yeah, we're not doing burger. I wonder if I should run to Pick and Save and get just a patty for myself to make a burger. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
That is you walking in a tank top and burnt shoulders and ordering one hamburger patty to grill is the saddest thing I've ever. They just look at you like, oh god, this poor man.
You know, we do. I do that a lot. We're like, oh, we're having hot dogs, or yeah, we got this. We got these Costco, these burgers, these turkey burgers, or Johnny, just go get buns. So I'll go get buns, but I'll also go get like, I'll go to the butcher and be like, and just get one patty that has like bacon and cheese like inside the patty.
Oh,
and I'll be like, that's Dad's burger.
Is this unbeknownst to anyone else in the like? Does everyone know you're getting a special burger, or are you?
No, they don't know. Well, because I'm running the grill, they don't know.
Yeah. Only the grill knows. Secrets of the grill.
Yeah, secrets of the grill master. It's a hack.
Okay, but so my point is, we should get into topics.
All right, let's get into topics.
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first. Mine's very broad. It's very big.
Okay.
A little outdated because the tournament ended many weeks ago. Congrats to Sasha Rosser, who won the title of funniest comedian in Madison. But my topic is that no more comedy contests.
Oh, please.
We've talked about this. Why? What the contest, the competition? I don't like it. I don't think we should do it.
I couldn't be more with you because the one is starting here in Portland right now, the helium one, and it shuts.
Oh, is that the big one?
The big one, yeah, the Portland's Funniest Person. So it goes for like 3 months, and it shuts down the mic for 3 months.
Oof.
I'm like, what a disaster! It's like you're doing this thing where you're trying to like cultivate young talent, yet you're shutting down the best mic in town for like a quarter of the year. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And that one, I mean, that one has a reputation. That's the one where like it's the Seattle comedy competition, but like you're driving
No,
all over, right?
no,
Or is
that's
that different?
no. That's John Fox has the Seattle and the San Francisco
Oh,
comedy.
that's what I thought you were talking about. You're not
Those
talking
are
about that.
both those are both like that, where they're very much road contests masked by
Mm-hmm.
an urban center. This one is all at the club, so it's literally
What's it called?
it's just Portland's Funniest Person,
Oh, okay,
and it
okay,
has
okay.
had some prestigious winner. They've gotten good comics in the past have won it and gone on to do cool stuff, but
Yeah.
um, it's just like I don't know. I'm with you. It's a kind of I mean, no offense to the clubs we're talking about, but it's a money grab. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Oh,
bringers.
because
It's
they, I mean,
bringer
is yours
show.
where they pack it out every
Oh
week of
yeah,
the tournament?
it's
Yeah.
crazy packed with all these amateurs who are bringing a crowd so they win a contest. I mean, it's the ultimate leverage play by the club, and it's
Yeah.
like okay, have it run for 6 weeks maybe, or I would say like 3 weeks. You know,
How many does that one week run for?
like I'm not kidding, like months,
Oh, wow.
because they
I didn't
do a
know that.
full round, of preliminaries, and then
Yeah.
quarterfinals, and then semi. I don't know. All I know is like I know not to even look to see if it's over till the fall. I think they try to run it
Oh,
through the
wow.
whole summer, which again, cynically, we all know, especially in the Northwest, like summer is death for comedy. So
Yeah.
it's like all strategic, but
Yeah.
yeah. What don't you like about the contest, though?
Like in general, as
Yeah.
contests?
Well, why?
I mean, just like festivals I've done, it's just pressure. It's like it takes away. It's. I mean, I like that I have done them, and I like how I did in some of them, but like it takes the fun out of. It's better to just have a hang where it's like, okay, you get in front of people, make sure everyone gets shows and gets seen by whoever you say you're bringing. But do you have to, because then if you don't, if you're not in the finals, you feel like, oh, I got nothing out of this. I lost money. It's just like, no, we're just
Yeah.
hanging out, playing kickball, doing this, going out, whatever. I just think it's more of a
Well, you know what's funny about them too? It's like you can have like a monster set, and in any other universe, you would feel great about yourself. But then if you end
mm-hmm.
up placing third instead of first, you're depressed.
Yeah, you feel like you
And you can have the
sucked.
set of your life. And then in any other world, you'd be walking on cloud nine. And the contest is a way for you to feel bad about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
agree. We don't need them. They're and also they're like less useful. I think like in the old days, you might say, well, we're just gonna decide who kills the hardest in this comedy club, and then they're gonna be propelled to go on and have a great career because obviously they're the killer of the killers.
Yeah.
But the truth
Yeah.
is now it's so specialized, like your people's followings and everything. Like I don't think it really is a necessarily a sign that you're going to go on to great things if you win a
Yeah.
comedy contest the way maybe it used to be.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well,
All right. So you're
now
backing me
but
up.
then you say this, but you actively profit from the comedy contest every year because they pay you.
I have the last 3 years because they have me as a judge.
Yeah,
So yes.
it seems a little.
I mean, and it's fun it is fun for me to watch, but I see the comics sweat and then I see them. I mean, Sasha, she won and she was just like, it's about fucking, all her posts were like, I'm done. I did it. This was 6 years. For 6 years, I've been trying to do this. I've been trying to get this. I got it. I'm done. I'm just like, that just seems exhausting.
Yeah. What
And for what?
were there any good meltdowns from people who didn't win?
No, but I have, like, in previous years, I did reach out to somebody. I thought he destroyed, and he did. He's great. He's very smart. And I wrote to him and I was like, oh man, I was shocked when you didn't get it,
Yeah.
And he wrote back and he was like, yeah, what the, do they hate me? Does the club hate me, or do they just not let, I was just like, no, we got, a local DJ and some guy that, runs a shop down the street judging, and,
Right. It's not the club.
so
It's just these
it's
guys.
not, yeah, like really talented people can not move through because they didn't have a good, because so-and-so didn't care for them.
Yeah. Comedy, man.
Oh, and another thing was, like, and so Sasha, like last year, I was talking to Sasha afterwards, and she was like, "Oh, are you one of the you're one of the judges?" I was like, "Yeah," and she was like, and I was like, "I don't like that. I just want to see the show." And they make a big thing like, "Hey, everyone, a big round of applause for the judges," and I'm like, "No, don't say that. I don't want people to look for, like, hey, who's making the call?" Like, like, I just want to do what I have to do and have it not be thought about by other people.
You want to be like masked, like a secret tribunal judged.
Yeah.
People don't even see the faces of their judges.
I want to be like the banker in Deal or No Deal.
That would be fun. And like after every joke, you make an offer for how much they get.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that was pretty funny. We'll pay you $180 for this set. And I go, deal. And they go, no deal, no deal. And then they have to do one more bit. And then it's like not as funny. And you're like, okay, now we're going to offer you $120.
I'll give you $80 to never do comedy again.
Sold.
No deal.
Have you ever played that game before?
Right.
Have we talked about that? I used to play this game all the time. How much money to walk away forever? We talked about this. We must have talked.
Oh yeah, we did that I think we did that. Yeah, we've talked about that.
What's the
I don't
number?
think either of us.
Did we ever come up with a number?
I don't know if we came up with a number.
There's two different ways to play. There's a number to buy you out to never do comedy again, which is, like, for me, astronomically high.
Yeah.
Because I would want. But then the other number is to buy every joke you've ever told, so that you have like no act. You have to start completely over.
Oh God, I almost welcome that. I would love for that offer.
I know, but it's got to be high enough to get you through like a year or two, because you can't earn a living.
Right.
Because you can't do the old, like, you cannot. So, like, I couldn't be on a cruise ship, obviously, or do headlining anywhere. So
right.
It would have to be like, now I'm gonna say $250,000
for every joke
I've
ever
written, and then I just start complete. That would give me enough time, I think, to start over.
But do I get to keep my albums and all my sound exchange that's coming from those jokes?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I guess that would include all those, because you couldn't have those playing if someone else bought.
Ooh, that would change my number. That would change my number.
So are you going higher than 250?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe 250. I have maybe 250. That's a lot of money.
Well, because this is the way you do it. Because then you go, well, what about 240? I'm probably still doing it. That's a lot of money.
And I'm gonna say no.
Your ego.
You got to draw a line somewhere.
Oh, look.
I'm not even doing it for 249.
Wow, I like it. See, your ego would get me both ways, but my ego would get me like, oh, I'm worth more than that, or this is my life's work for $250,000. That's sad as shit. But then my ego would get me.
But then your ego the other way is like, well, I could come back.
Exactly.
I could,
Yeah, your ego's working on you both ways, because I'd be like, well, I did it once. I can do it again.
Yeah. And what fucking who Louis C.K. does it Jim Gaffigan does it every
every year.
10 months he does that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess you
Can I
can.
just say we did listen to Jim Gaffigan King Baby, like his second special
Mhm.
on the drive, and man, that is a good one.
Okay, I get them all. They all run together for me.
I know.
I should listen to one. Like, just pick one and listen.
That's a really good one.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, so what's your topic?
Okay, here's my topic. It's a little political. It's Memorial Day, so.
Yeah.
But like everybody, so that Trump, what do you got? What else is there left to say? We've gone around circles. This guy's been in our life for forever, my whole adult life. If you're a kid, he's been in politics. He's been like a political figure your entire life. But I think my final takeaway from the whole thing, before he, burns the country to the ground or whatever, is that if you've changed your mind on Trump at any point in this process,
Yeah.
in either direction, you have no soul. You're a moron. There's just nothing to you. Like, so if you started out liking Trump and now you hate him, you're as equally as stupid as if you like hate him now, or if you there's people who didn't like Trump for like the last 15 years and then like him now. Like, he's changed.
Who are these people? Where are you seeing these people?
There's these Silicon Valley people.
Oh God.
And they've like embraced him. And I'm like, it's like, I get it. If you were all in on Trump and you just like, he was your guy and you've stuck with him, like, I don't agree with you. I think you're way off, and you're in your own media ecosystem, and it's probably affecting what you think, and you're obviously giving him leeway you wouldn't give to a normal person. But
Yeah.
whatever. But if you're these people, like, I don't know if you really listen to them, but like, you are such a moron. And I think I can't understand the most.
No, that I can. I can understand. I cannot understand. I don't know. What about the people that got off? They're like, yeah, okay, I made a mistake. I thought he was going to do this, but now I'm not.
Okay,
You're saying they don't have souls also?
yeah, they're also idiots, because like, what was it that he presented to you back in like whatever 2016, even 2012
Yeah.
when he first started running, I guess, that you were like on board with,
Yeah.
that he then didn't do, that changed your mind? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was it you're like, oh yeah, he's a rapist and everything, and oh yeah, he grabs women by the pussy, and he's obviously a big idiot and went bankrupt, and blah, the list goes on and on and on. But then you're like, but he's a good press. So what was what was the point that you got off the train?
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I
I
think,
don't
you know
know.
what I think it is? I think it's when they got left out of the proceedings. So the only time people really turn on Trump is when they go, but now he doesn't like me anymore,
Right.
or like my business got closed down, or somehow
Yeah.
it's got to really fuck you personally before you ever actually turn on Trump. And so that to
Yeah.
me is totally disingenuous. It's just like, oh, well, yeah, like, you got screwed, so you're mad at him, but that's not using any sort of
Right.
critical thinking.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
agree.
that's my take, is that if you've ever changed your mind on Trump, you're an idiot. And
All right. I'll back that up.
if you like him now, if you currently like him, just keep on liking him. Don't change your mind. Because there's no,
Ooh.
what are you going to tell me why you changed your mind? Because the stock market went down? Because the economy crashed? That's not a good reason. Like, there's all these other reasons are way better. You know what I mean?
All these other reasons that have been apparent the whole time.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous. So I'm out on anybody changing their mind. I mean, it's too late. He's already been president twice, so it doesn't matter anymore. You know, it's not like you're gonna get to vote for him again.
Yeah. Yeah.
You watch.
I'm on board.
You watch. At the end, it'll be all these people going, "Oh yeah, I never liked him. I never voted." And meanwhile, like, you know, hundreds of millions of people voted. Like, you know, they have the merch.
Oh, he won. Yeah.
That's the other thing. Why are we still wearing the Trump merch, man? The game's over. The dude won, and I still see these guys wearing the merch.
Yeah, I can kind of. I mean, it's them rubbing it in. Like, can I tell you something? Yeah. We still have a we still have a Kamala Harris 2024 sign in our front yard, and Aaron will not let me take it out.
I remember that. I took mine down because I was just so like defeated, you know. But I did keep my Hillary sticker up. The entire 4 years when we were living in LA. This was at the time, and I had the Hillary sticker on the door. I left that up because I was like, "Fuck."
I should ask her. Is that the plan? Are we doing this till 2028?
There's something I like about that. That's just stubbornness that I can relate to and appreciate.
The only thing I don't like is that every time I get home, I'm reminded, you know, like I want to see my house. I don't want to be like, oh, that's right.
That's the thing. I think that's why I got rid of mine pretty quick this time, because I was like, I had to like do a full blackout of all politics.
Yeah.
Because I was so overwhelmed with it all. But now it's creeping back into my daily life. And also these guys, part of me is like, yeah, put your signs up, you know, because they still wear the dumb fucking hats.
Yeah. Put up your old signs. Pull out your Hillary hats.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wear. I'm gonna wear a freaking John F. Kennedy hat or something. How long are we gonna hang on to these allegiances?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get
good
out.
Up.
Good up.
All right. You got anything? I'm gonna plug Dr. Grins the 12th through the 14th of June, and then at the Garver Feed Mill in Madison on the 21st of June.
Garver Feed Mill.
That's some sort of festival. I don't know what it's called. With Mary Mac's doing Friday, I'm doing Saturday.
Gotcha. Okay, so this I'll be at. Oh, me and Tyler Bell will be at the Kiggins Theater in Vancouver on Thursday. Vancouver, Washington on Thursday, June 12th. And then on the 13th, I'm in Salem at the Infinity Room. Friday, June 13th. And then Saturday at the Oak Knoll Winery on the 14th. So little run of local gigs there if you're in the Portland area. And that's it. So thank you. Nice. Oh, and download the album if you haven't already. Go get the new album is out, Untapped Potential. And that's it. So thank you everybody for listening to
The Cavalry.